Stadium. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. It's the Houston Cougars and the Kansas State Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though they will have a home field advantage, Coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Hughes. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run, obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keeps it on the bootleg. Starts to scramble to the left. Gets rid of it. The sure hands, it's Walker. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
And man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Houston wants to play fast. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard... pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Not a chance. Missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The run inside. It's Jackson. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
The give on the option. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Johnson wants to throw it. Got it. That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Houston going up tempo. They'll move the tight end. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Drake. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They're looking to throw on second and short. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Just listen to the Little Apple. You can hear it all the way to the Big Apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Timeout, Houston. Second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Quarterback keeper. Looking for room at the 30. All kinds of room to the right. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
He is denied, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They're come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak. Man, that hurts because second down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's third down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's third and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars!
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, a double pass. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the secondary.
So now it's second and long. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. Past the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Kansas State! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown.
Number 43, set to kick this one away.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that player.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. He's got him. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
That's caught. It's Frederick. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Wildcats signal for a timeout that it's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. These corners going to give these receivers some space. To the air, it's Wegman. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now
it's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. What a momentum changer as he makes the interception and then takes the return up to the 50. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Caught by Williams on the right. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And this is why I love sudden change situations. When you get a turnover, oftentimes coordinators like to take a shot right away. The defense is back out on the field. They're trying to communicate. Sometimes they're discombobulated. They're sleepwalking a little bit, and the offense takes advantage, taking a shot and coming up with an explosive play.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Moving away from pressure. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Johnson wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he puts through the extra point. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. just enough time for one final play in this half. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the Syracuse Orange. And it's the Cavaliers on top right now in a battle of one-loss teams. And I say it all the time, but I really believe the team that can win the turnover battle will be the team that comes out with the W. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Might be changing the route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fields. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Return. Level. Freeze. Let it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Dropping back, it's Wegman. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. 2nd half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
The give. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
That's caught. It's McGarry. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires it incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown Wildcats. And they turn it into a defensive score. Now they'll line up for what what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 43, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's straight. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Plucks it out of the air. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Cougars want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's in open space downfield. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's straight. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Cougars have this offense rolling.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the marker. It's Hughes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
They'll come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third. Wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Frederick. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Cougars moving quickly to the line. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Steps away to find some room. Fires into the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all. Field is third
And this linebacker is all over the field in run support. When they throw the football, though, man, does he have great vision, and he breaks on the football. Look at him using the hands. He had 2 a week ago. Throw in another today. That's a season for a linebacker most of the time. Great 2-game stretch for this LB.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Running inside, it's Fields. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
Keep, ready, go.
On the run, it's Jackson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver comes in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
Look, big-time playmakers, big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going for it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
Going to the running game. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go, ready. Flag 18, Check.
Wants to adjust the pattern.
492, waggle. Jet.
Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Timeout Houston, their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They want that clock to run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Timeout taken here, second one called by Kansas State. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. It'll be third and long.
Ready. Y53. Where did he go?
Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man on the outside. Gives him the big stiff arm. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Let's see if they can beat the play clock this time. After the delay, it's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver.
Where did he go?
Caught, and he's got room. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Here we go. Ready. 22. Hey, move. Go.
Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line.
5-28 crew. Ready. Y8 down. Midget. Win. But up.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Kansas State quick to the line. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his man down the middle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. Turning it on.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Caught! He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Under fire. Trying to buy time. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
They call the timeout here, and we have 1, maybe 2 snaps remaining in this one. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And that's a first down for the offense.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days.